If you're a science lover, get ready. Breast milk is basically a homemade super smoothie. But what if I told you that this super smoothie is not just a random blend of nutrients, but a living, dynamic, and ever-changing recipe, custom-made for each baby, every single day? That's right, breast milk is one of the most fascinating and complex fluids in the natural world, and the way it's made is a true marvel of biology. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the science behind how breasts make milk, and why this process is so much more than just a simple bodily function. So, grab your lab coat, or your favorite mug, and let's get started. Let's break down the recipe. Imagine you're in a high-tech kitchen where every ingredient is measured with scientific precision, and every step is orchestrated by a team of expert chefs. In this case, the chefs are your body's hormones, and the kitchen is the mammary gland inside the breast. The process of making breast milk is a symphony of signals, ingredients, and timing, all working together to create the perfect meal for a growing baby. So, here's the scoop. Making milk isn't just about mixing a few things together. It's about responding to the needs of a newborn, adapting to changes, and delivering exactly what's needed, when it's needed. When a baby is born, something incredible happens inside the mother's body. The brain, which has been preparing for this moment for months, suddenly springs into action. It's as if the brain sends a text message, okay, more like a series of chemical signals, to the rest of the body announcing, the baby's here. Time to start making milk. The main messenger in this process is a hormone called prolactin. Prolactin is produced in the pituitary gland, a tiny but powerful part of the brain that acts like the body's command center for hormones. As soon as the baby is born and starts to suckle at the breast, the brain releases a surge of prolactin into the bloodstream, sending it straight to the mammary glands. This hormone, prolactin, is like the head chef in our kitchen analogy. It tells the milk-making factories, tiny, grape-like clusters of cells called alveoli, to get cooking. Each alveolus is a microscopic kitchen, lined with specialized cells that are ready to whip up a fresh batch of milk at a moment's notice. These alveoli are arranged in clusters throughout the breast, connected by a network of ducts that will eventually carry the milk to the nipple. When prolactin arrives, it binds to receptors on the alveolar cells, triggering a cascade of biochemical reactions that kickstart the milk production process. It's like flipping a switch that turns on the entire kitchen, with every chef and every appliance suddenly springing to life. But where do the ingredients for this super smoothie come from? The answer is the mother's blood. That's right, everything that goes into breast milk starts out in the bloodstream. As the alveoli get to work, they pull in water, fats, proteins, sugars, vitamins, minerals, and even immune cells from the blood. It's a bit like a chef raiding the pantry for the freshest, most nutritious ingredients. The alveolar cells then use these raw materials to synthesize milk, blending them together in just the right proportions to meet the baby's needs. This process is happening non-stop, around the clock, as long as the baby continues to nurse. The result? A perfectly balanced, made-to-order meal that's tailored to the baby's age, health, and even the time of day. These alveoli suck up ingredients from mom's blood, like water, fats, and proteins, and whip up fresh milk non-stop. But it's not just about basic nutrition. Breast milk is packed with bioactive compounds, things like antibodies, enzymes, hormones, and growth factors that help protect the baby from infections, support healthy development, and even shape the baby's gut microbiome. In fact, scientists have identified over 200 different components in breast milk, many of which can't be found in formula or any other food. It's a living, breathing, evolving substance that changes in response to the baby's needs, the mother's health, and even environmental factors. But wait, there's more. The process of making and delivering milk isn't just about prolactin. There's another hormone that plays a starring role: oxytocin. If prolactin is the head chef, oxytocin is the maitre d', making sure the finished product gets delivered to the right table at the right time. When the baby latches onto the breast and starts to suck, nerve endings in the nipple send a signal back to the brain, triggering the release of oxytocin. This hormone travels through the bloodstream to the breast, where it causes the muscles around the alveoli to contract. It's like squeezing a sponge, forcing the milk out of the alveoli and into the ducts, where it flows toward the nipple and into the baby's mouth. It squeezes the milk out, straight to the baby, like a perfect delivery system. This process is known as the let-down reflex, and it's one of the most important and sometimes challenging parts of breastfeeding. The letdown reflex can be triggered by the baby's suckling, but also by other cues like hearing a baby cry, thinking about the baby, or even just looking at a picture of the baby. For some mothers, the letdown is strong and immediate. For others, it can take a little time or require some relaxation and patience. But once it happens, the milk flows freely, and the baby gets a steady supply of nourishment with every suck. Think of it like a high-tech food delivery service. The kitchen, the alveoli, prepares the meal, the delivery system, the ducts and oxytocin, gets it ready, and the customer, the baby, receives it fresh and warm, right on demand. It's like DoorDash, but your body is the restaurant and delivery guy, all in one. And just like a great restaurant, the system is designed to be responsive, efficient, and adaptable. If the baby is hungrier one day, the body ramps up production. If the baby is sick, the milk changes to include more immune-boosting ingredients. It's a feedback loop that ensures the baby always gets exactly what they need, when they need it. And as the baby keeps nursing, the whole system gets even better at making milk. The more the baby suckles, the more signals are sent to the brain to produce prolactin and oxytocin, which in turn keeps the milk flowing. This is why frequent breastfeeding is so important in the early days. It helps establish a strong milk supply and ensures that the baby gets all the benefits of this amazing food. Over time, the composition of the milk changes to match the baby's developmental stage. For example, the first milk produced after birth, called colostrum, is thick, yellow, and packed with antibodies. It's like a supercharged immune booster designed to protect the newborn from infections. As the days go by, the milk transitions to mature milk, which has a different balance of nutrients, fats, and proteins to support rapid growth and brain development. But the magic doesn't stop there. Breast milk is also a powerful tool for bonding between mother and baby. The act of breastfeeding releases oxytocin, not just in the breast but throughout the mother's body, creating feelings of relaxation, love, and connection. This love hormone helps strengthen the emotional bond between mother and child, making breastfeeding a deeply rewarding experience for both. And for the baby, being held close, feeling the warmth and heartbeat of the mother, and receiving nourishment all at once creates a sense of safety and comfort that's hard to replicate in any other way. Scientists are still discovering new things about breast milk every year. For example, did you know that breast milk contains stem cells that can help repair and regenerate tissues in the baby's body? Or that the types and amounts of antibodies in breast milk change depending on what germs the mother is exposed to, giving the baby targeted protection against local infections? Or that breast milk contains special sugars called oligosaccharides that feed beneficial bacteria in the baby's gut, helping to establish a healthy microbiome. The more we learn about breast milk, the more we realize just how sophisticated and adaptable it is. So next time you hear about breast milk, remember, it's not just food, it's a science-powered, made-to-order masterpiece. Every drop is the result of millions of years of evolution, fine-tuned to give babies the best possible start in life. It's a living, dynamic substance that adapts to the needs of each child, supports growth and development, and helps build a lifelong foundation of health. Whether you're a parent, a scientist, or just someone who loves learning about the wonders of the human body, breast milk is a reminder of how amazing biology can be. So the next time you see a mother nursing her baby, take a moment to appreciate the incredible science happening right before your eyes, a true marvel of nature, delivered fresh every single day.